already Staten Island. It's time to celebrate 5 years of Ferry Hawks baseball. Come out to the ballpark this week as the Ferry Hawks welcome in the Charleston Dirty Birds May 5th through the 10th. Grab the kids and come on out. We kick it off on Tuesday, May 5th with Cinco de Baseball with $5 tickets and $5 food and beverage specials. And we end the week as we celebrate all moms on Mother's Day. Moms get in free. Visit ferryhawks.com now to lock in your seats.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi.
Okay, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Big things happening today. Maybe nothing bigger than my dear friend, currently serving his second term as Nassau County Executive, but he's going to be our next governor, folks. Write it down. He's going to beat Kathy Hochul, the Republican choice for governor here in New York, my dear friend, Bruce Blakeman. Bruce, on the way to Washington, D.C. today, to the White House, to see our mutual friend, President Donald J. Trump. With that said, here he is, my friend Bruce. Bruce, good morning. You got a big day ahead of you, don't you?
Hey, Sid, it's good to talk to you. I'm going to be seeing our buddy who's doing an amazing job, President Trump, today in the Oval Office. We're going to talk about a lot of wide-ranging issues. We're going to talk about ways in which we can make New York more affordable, how we can fight back against Kathy Hochul and Zohran Mamdani's energy and tax policies that are making this the highest, most expensive place to live in the whole United States. And we're going to talk about making New York safer.
That's so important because you got a mayor who's anti-cop. You know that. He loves to visit perps in the hospital, but not the police officers. You've got Kathy up in Albany who refuses to really address the situation of bail reform and putting bad people back on the streets. And I know the president knows about this. He's got people like me in New York who text him and bother him, but you and him are very, very close. So I love the fact you can sit with him today. So when he tries to be nice to people like the governor, when he says nice things about the mayor, the truth is neither one of those people deserve any of those compliments. Mamdani is destroying this city. Hochul is destroying this state. And now we're counting on you, Bruce Blakeman, today to tell President Trump the real truth.
Well, first of all, Kathy Hochul and Zohran Mamdani want to end law enforcement's cooperation with ICE, which is very dangerous, Sid. If you saw what happened the other day out here in Nassau County, there was an illegal migrant. He came to this country through Mexico, up through California, and he was 12 years old. And under the Obama administration, this guy was let loose in the community at 12 years of age, unsupervised, no parent, no guardian, just running around the country, made his way to New York. And in 2022, under Biden-Harris, they gave this guy legal status. They gave him a green card. And then lo and behold, this guy, he had something wrong with him. He was somebody who was very dangerous to the community. He ended up butchering two young women, one 42, one 32. And these women had their whole life ahead of them. But unfortunately, it was cut short because of the policies of Obama, Biden, Harris, which make us less safe. You know, Sid, that I have had an agreement with ICE for over a year now. We removed 2,000 criminals from our streets in all sorts of crimes, from attempted murder to rape to robbery to carjacking, drug dealing, gang activity. And you know what? Where do they want us to put these 2,000 people? They want us to put them back in the community? This is disgraceful. We didn't raid one church. We didn't raid one school. We didn't raid one daycare center or hospital. Because we cooperate with ICE, we had more control over the situation, and we made sure that it went very smoothly without incident. So I'm going to talk to President Trump about some of those issues. I'm going to talk about lowering energy costs by being proactive in drilling in the Marcellus Shale, which is one of the largest natural gas reserves in the world. We have it here in New York, and we're not using it. What we're doing is we're importing natural gas from Pennsylvania. So Pennsylvania gets the money. New Yorkers get the short end of the stick. We're going to end the migrant program here in New York State, where we spend $8 billion on people who haven't earned a thing. They're not New Yorkers. They're not Americans. That ends when I become governor. I'm going to talk about all these issues with President Trump.
One more, Bruce, is anti-Semitism. 2 days ago in Queens, right on the other side of the border from you, swastikas painted on people's homes and shuls. And listen, my feeling is that the mayor of Mamdani, he encourages this type of stuff. You know, he's still talking about arresting Bibi Netanyahu and how Israel is committing genocide. And when the political leaders say stuff like that, and you've got a society that is hell-bent on hating the Jews, that doesn't help. So he actually, I think, he lights the flame. Kathy Hochul does nothing to put out the flame. So here again, two major officials in New York doing very little to nothing, in fact, encouraging all these anti-Semitic situations. No?
Well, you're absolutely right, and that's why I was in Brooklyn yesterday with Assemblyman Michael. I was with Assemblyman Krasny and Assemblyman Novikov, and we were there, Sid, to protest the fact that they were allowing in Brooklyn, the melting pot of New York City, with one of the largest Jewish populations in the world, a singer from Uzbekistan who says that Jews should be, wiped off the map. We can't allow that to happen in our country. Who gave her a visa to come in here to sing? We've got to make sure that we keep people out like that who are just filled with hate speech. They're anti-Semitic. They have un-American values. They shouldn't be invited to come here to perform in our country or in our state or our city.
So wrapping this great conversation up, my dear friend, Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman running for governor, but a very exciting day ahead of him. He's on his way to Washington, D.C., going to meet with his dear friend, President Donald J. Trump in the White House. You know, Trump's already threatened, and he has not delivered money to New York State, to Kathy Hochul. He'll do the same thing with the city before you know it. At least we know this, Bruce. When you win this race, not if, when you win, getting money from the federal government to help New York, that's not going to be an issue with Trump and Blakeman, right?
You're absolutely right, Sid, because I will spend that money wisely. Mondami and Hochul, they take the money and they just give it away, as I said, to illegal migrants. We are a magnet for illegal migrants in the United States here in New York because they come here, they get free transportation, free food, free housing, and a free cell phone. It costs the taxpayers $81,000 for each illegal migrant. We should be spending this money on New Yorkers. So he knows I'll spend the money wisely, that I won't just give it away to people who came here illegally and just land in New York, and all of a sudden they get everything free and the taxpayers get nothing. Matter of fact, the taxpayers are footing the bill.
So if you have any free time, like downtime in the Oval, and you guys aren't really talking about anything important for the moment, feel free to give me a call. You and Trump, hop on the phone, the both of you, and he can wish me a belated happy birthday from 2 weeks ago. How about that?
Sounds good. I'll bring it up.
All right. Listen, have a great trip. We love you here in New York. You are going to win this. So many people stop me every day. I love your friend Bruce. I love your friend Bruce. I know President Trump loves you too. So keep up the great work. Have a great meeting today. Bruce Blakeman, we'll talk again very soon. Great job.
Love you too, my brother. Thanks
Take care.
lot.
I love you so much. Bruce Blakeman right there, the Nassau County Executive on his way to the White House to talk to President Trump. Coming up this morning. Lot to do today. It's a big, big Tuesday edition of Sid and Friends in the Morning. Keep it right here.
Listen to this podcast now
On the Red Apple Podcast Network. The Leadership Thread with Dr. Peggy Polonis.
I'm Dr. Peggy Polonis. Join me on each episode where I unravel the story that shaped leaders, tracing the thread that led them where they are today. Because leadership isn't born in adulthood. And thank you once again for joining us on the Leadership Thread, education, ethics, and sustainability.
Download all of Red Apple Media's podcasts right now through your favorite podcast platform.